It's pretty toasty out there. So just in line with that, if you feel that your body is heating up, because of course your heart starts to work cooling your body. If you feel a little too hot and bothered, the best thing to do is just take a moment, breathe, sit and feel your body, and make sure you're always doing the right thing for you. So that said, let's check in. Feet onto the floor, putting a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart, and check in with the sense of your breathing. And perhaps even you can feel the beat of your heart underneath your hand. Hmm. And already that physical connection to the breath and to the heart make things kind of slow down a little bit. Slow down time. We pay attention, so every moment's a precious moment. And you can feel the breath deepening. Expansion and contraction. Let's just put both hands onto the heart area just for a moment. So that connection to the heart. Any words or pictures that come up to you from connecting to this area, and it could be just feeling the beat of your heart, life, love, gratitude. And we are going to move with the breath from the heart area. So taking a breath in, letting your arms reach out, your chest lift up a little bit, just lifting the heart. And breathing out, coming back into that heart center, dropping the chin down, like a little humility in response to this amazing organ. And as you breathe out, return to your heart center. Go at your pace, breathing in, flowering the heart, and breathing out, softening the heart. Enjoying 2 or 3 more, gently being with the breath and your heart center. And any pictures, words, phrases that come up that fit this connection and movement. All right. Then we're going to gently twist the body from right to left or left to right, still connecting to the heart center. From there, the arms can flow from the heart as you reach out into all different spectrums. So again, always paying attention that if the movement that you do starts to warm you up too much, or get the heart funking too much, back off, go slower, take a pause, or feel that your arms are an expression of your heart, a flowering of your heart. And you feel that the movement starts from the heart. So you're swinging a little side to side, and the arms flow from your heart. Minus creaky chairs, I hope. All right, we can flow down. We can flow a little higher. And coming in back to center. Just take the hands to the lap, take a few breaths again, noticing just that little change perhaps in heart rate. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow. And this also, we can have a focus of elevating the heart and tucking in the heart. So let's go with your breath in, lift your heart, arch your back, tail back, and round in. Heart goes toward the back of your body. Breathe in, send your heart forward. Breathe out, send your heart to the back. And again, your pace, your breath. Feeling your delicious snaky spine moving. And also feeling this lovely rays of sunshine on your heart. And then sunshine or maybe moonshine on your back. A couple more. Okay, finding our center. Sit up nice and tall. Let your arms relax by your sides. Let's take a few rolls up the shoulders. Oh, that feels delightful. We have our shoulder blades gliding and sliding over our ribs. All of our muscles in our shoulders and neck starting to get hydrated and good circulation. And then we'll roll just the right shoulder and then the left shoulder. Coming into center, take a breath in, shoulders right up. Nice sigh out, shoulders down. And again, shoulders riding up. Exhale, shoulders slide. Bring your hands again to the heart. So we're going to explore again how our posture is going to shape the way our heart sits in our body here. So if we take the elbows back, glide the elbows back and lift the heart, let the heart have the sunshine shining upon it. On the exhale, round in and reach your arms forward, chin down, chin down. Send your heart toward the back of your body. Focus on that heart center. Bring your heart forward, your elbows back, chin up. And exhale, rounding in, heart to the back of the body. Breathe in, send your heart forward, elbows back, feel your shoulder blades slide together. And rounding in, fingers reach forward. Okay, coming up and taking the arms back behind you, elbows back, arms back, and bounce the arms just a little bit. So we're getting a nice bounce in those muscles between your shoulder blades. Perhaps you could put your attention there as you windmill the arms a little one way and then the other. And feel you've got this lovely springy trampoline-like nature there, but also that there's a little stretch of the heart and lungs here. They're kind of bouncing along in your rib cage. All right. So if you can, it might be good to just turn out to one side here and interlace the hands behind you. Reach your arms back and lift up your chest. So getting those muscles between the shoulder blades nice and strong is a way to help lift your heart at the front. Maybe you can sense that. And then breath. Another easy breath. Super. Release the bind of your hands. Interlace your hands at the front. Push the palms out and then round in here. So now, again, heart is going toward the back of your body, the back of the ribs. Push it back a little as you reach your fingers forward, your palms forward. Big stretch, the fingers, wrists, nice. Taking a breath or two. Great. Let's bring the arms all the way up, up, if we can. Look up to the ceiling. Release the fingers all the way down. That feels great to get those arms up and get some space in the chest and the ribs. Let's circle the right shoulder and start to let the elbow ride along with it. Explore your range of motion here. So each shoulder has a different story to tell, each arm. And you can take that in the other direction. And then we're going to reach it all the way up, especially your middle finger. Could you reach middle finger all the way up to the ceiling? Lean a little into your side bend now. Feels good. Open up, breath. a little extra into the neck. Let's look up toward the ceiling and down toward the floor. Only go just to a range that feels doable for you, no quicking and cracking, but turning to look up and then to look down. And one more to look up and to look down. Super. Let your top arm come all the way down, glide it in front of you. Super. We're going to do that sequence on the other side. So let's roll the shoulder and let the elbow kind of float along with the movement. So try to have a somewhat bent elbow to do this, just so you don't have too much pressure on your shoulder joint with a straight arm. It just puts a lot more strain on your joint if you do that. And we're exploring range of motion. And maybe it's a different story this side. It's all good. Go to what you can. Change your direction. Enjoy your breathing as well. We can multitask breath with everything. All right, and we'll reach it up, especially through like your mid or second finger. Reach up a little bit extra. And then lean over to the side. You feel a stretch into your ribs, opening you up a little bit there. Oh, it feels good. Just observe how you're holding your head. Is there a lot of strain there? Place the head where you'd feel good. Or we can look up and look down. And look up and look down. And one more time, looking up. And down we go. Great. Let that arm fold all the way down in front of you. And cartwheeling it all the way down. Great. Okay, so we'll move in the next dimension with our shoulders. You can take your right arm and sweep it all the way around like in a big circle. Again, if there's any issue with your range of motion here, make it a small circle. Then we can use the breath, breathing in and out. And in and out. And one more time, sweeping it all the way around. Lovely. Super. Shall we do that on the other side? So sweep it around like a big circle. If I give you a cloth, you could have the job of polishing the windows, maybe. I don't know. And sweep it around. Nice breath in as you lift. And down we go. And one more time. Great. All right. So then we'll come into our last range, and you have a little tea tray or your favorite cup of something or glass of something, and you're going to off it around and turn your head to follow your hand. Then, oops, you spilt it. Now wipe the table. So your palm is down as you sweep across. Then palm is up as you sweep back behind you. Nice twisting going on as you do this a few times. And you're also think of turning the heart. Let your heart initiate the movement. For a couple of times, can you zone in? Heart area turns you. And your arm's an expression of your heart. Let's go one more. Feels good. Nice twist. And back. Lovely. This time we're going to twist and we'll hold the twist. So find your twist and you can take your hand to the back of the chair, your other hand to your leg or the chair, and experience breath within your twist. Let's bring ourselves back into center and we'll do that to the other side. So we're really opening up the chest a little bit more, that part of the spine. Breathing out, palm down and sweep across. Breathe in, palm lifted, chest open. Exhale, sweep the tail. Breathing in. Do you see the room whizzing by as you turn? Exhale. And kind of have fun with that observation. Breathing in. And breathing out. Go do this at your pace with your breath. And we'll stay in the twist next time you're back. hold on to the chair, find just your perfect twist. And we've got a lovely twist for the spine, but we also have a nice twist going on here in your heart and lungs. There's also a little bit of spiraling going on in there too. So let your breath do the work to enhance the lungs moving around the heart. Right there, as you breathe in, there's a nice squeeze of the heart. And as you breathe out, you let go of that little heart hug. One more nice conscious breath. Right. Coming back into center. Wonderful. So a lot of stuff for up here now. I think we should start doing something a bit further down the body. All right. Let's take the feet a little wider. Circle your way around. And we will be saying a little good morning to the hip joint. Change your direction. Great. Let's see if we can find a center, bringing the two legs just a little closer, bringing your right leg up towards you and just pulse a little bit, finding your ultimate foldability. Oh, I'm so foldable. And we want to be foldable to be able to reach our feet, to put our shoes and socks on, whatever we got to do there. But also to be able to get up and down. I mean, that's a key thing here too. All right, and we'll circle that out. And you could do that in the other direction. Great. We're going to take the leg out to the side, turn your body toward that leg and fold down as far as you can go. You may be onto the knee, the shin, the ankle, the foot, the floor. I don't know. Fold in. Relax your head, your eyes. Take a few conscious breaths to the back of your body. You know, if you're wearing a bra, for example, can you feel your body push into your bra or any clothing as you breathe? When you breathe in? So we're really getting that nice depth of breath. And a full exhale, can you feel your clothing kind of loosen as you breathe out to the very end of the breath? And just try that again. Feel that you're filling out into your clothes as you breathe in. And shrinking away from your clothes as you breathe out. Great. Let's come on up. And we're going to get flexible hips on the other side. So you can lift up the leg and pulse a little bit, just exploring your foldability. So, oh, I'm so foldable today. You could put me in a suitcase and take me anywhere on a world tour. I won't take up much space. All right, and we can circle that, and distribute our synovial fluid across the joint and change our direction. Lovely. And then we're going to take the leg out to the side and again, folding in. Try not to round your back too much as you do this, but get the foldability at the hip. If I put my hands in between the thigh and the belly, I can feel those 2 points slide together without rounding the back. Go as far down as you can with that arrangement. And then if you need to round your back, you could do that too. But get as much of your hip flexibility as you can. And then we can kind of retreat a little bit. Do you like to go on a little retreat? Now's your retreat time. Relax your eyes, relax your face, relax your head. And the more relaxed we are, the deeper the breath can be because there's less gripping and holding of muscles and joints. So softening in, but feeling your inhale expands into your clothing. And your exhale, feel like you got your clothes are 2 sizes too big. Can you feel your clothes be baggy? Try a few of those delicious, deep, full conscious breaths. Let's come on back. Oh, hooray, hooray. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of getting up and standing. And again, you know, as mentioned at the beginning of the class, if you start to overheat with anything, take a breath, calm down, connect to your heart center, your breathing. All right. Otherwise, yes, you're going to get a little bit more robust in it. So we're going to practice just shifting the weight forward and back. And how easy would it be to maybe come into chair pose? Now you can hover there for a moment, or you could count it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up to you. Hovering, or just shifting the weight back and forth. It's up to you. Are your knees happy? I forgot to say hello to knees today. They're happy. They're smiling. You can see them smiling as you do this. Let's try that one more time. We're holding it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push all the way up. Reach it up. Da, 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 da. You made it. And of course, if you want to stay seated, stay seated. But it's so nice to get the whole body integrated in movement. We breathe better. We've got better circulation. We build our bones, our muscles. What more? Lymph flow. That's more. Balance. Yeah, all of those things. So just let your arms swing gently, and you can bounce into your knees a little bit. This is such a nice like morning routine, actually. It's a good morning routine. Good morning. We get our lymphatic system flowing, which, by the way, is part of your circulatory system. You could swing one arm forward, one arm back. And again, that little bounces in the knees as well to stay nice and soft. Okay, then we can swing a little side to side. And if you've got room, I'm a bit struggling here, empty coat sleeves. So swinging your arms around. Or are you swinging your heart around? Wonderful. All right, so we're going to do some of those movements that we did also seated. So you can come back to that seated again, or we do them standing. And I'm going to bring again attention to your heart and to your lungs, just to get a picture of what's moving. So you're going to tap your chest, just tap around your chest and your ribs. And if you can, also tap to the back where you feel ribs. And what we're tapping is our lungs. We're tapping our lungs right now. Yeah. And fairly centered to your lungs, you have your heart. So if you put your hand on where you think your heart is, it should be the center of your chest, but a little bit to the left, a little bit. So all of the tubes are very much in the center. You know, they're pretty centered, but the heart is a little bit pointing down to the left. So what we have is 2 lungs and a heart in the middle. And that forms a kind of joint, if you like. And I love visualizing this because it makes moving so much more delicious for me. So if you just lean a little bit to the right, you're now resting your heart on your right lung, and your left lung will be sitting like a blanket over your heart. I don't know if you can picture that. It feels kind of nice. We're going to shift that and go to the other side. So now your heart is resting on your left lung with your right lung over the top. So we're going to swing it a little back and forth, side bending. But could you picture your lungs and your hearts, your lungs sliding over your heart from side to side? It is actually happening. So kind of interesting. All right, now we're going to give a nice extra stretch. If you take your right arm up, come into a side bend, and your right lung is really now getting a long stretch. really stretching into the lung. Now, observe your breathing. The more you breathe in, you're going to lengthen your lung even more. And exhale. Nice softening, softening, softening. What about the lung underneath? It's getting a little squish. So take a breath into the lower lung, and you feel it gets a little press, a little squish. Great, let's come on back up. Wow, lovely. I hope you enjoy that. So for me, I get a much better stretch, and I love being in connection with my heart and lungs. I mean, it's a vital part of your body. All right, shall we try that on the other side? So is it just a side bend? Well, yeah, but it's a little boring. Sorry. I'm going to picture this lovely long piece of lung really getting a stretch. And with my breath in, the lung will get a little longer even. And with the breath out, well, it doesn't get so long anymore, but maybe you can lean into the stretch just that little bit more. Mm. Great. Let's come on back up. Super. That looked a great stretch. I mean, I can see the people I can see. I'm like, yeah, that looks a really nice side bend. Excellent. So then we'll come back to rotation. And of course, you have your spine in your center. But you have a lung on each side of your spine, right? You've got a lung here, a spine in the middle, and a heart more or less in the middle. So if we do rotation, remember we just did the rotation before, could you picture you're swinging your lungs around your heart? Oh, you've got a very happy, smiling heart in the middle. Are you swinging your lungs around your spine? Yes, you sure are. Oh. All right, coming back into center. So when we were in the chair, we were moving our arms in these kind of different directions, which is great for shoulders. So we're going to repeat that, but this time I'm going to see, could you sense your heart and your lungs as we do it? So if you step forward with your right leg, your left leg is back. You can also hold a chair if you want to, if you feel unsteady. Just move a little bit around on your legs just so that you feel, yeah, I could shift my balance at any time in this arrangement. All right, and then we're going to take the left arm and you're going to do a circle back. Now follow with your eyes as you make that circle. But what if we felt this movement was coming from the lung of the same side arm? And as the arm goes back, you're giving a nice stretch to the front of the lung. Could you sense that? Mm. And you're breathing, moving the lung. Who knew you got such a bonus from your exercises? Super. All right, we're going to step the back foot so we've got a little bit of a wider stance, not too wide. Bend into the legs. Again, just shift your waist a little back and forth so we feel we can shift our body to accommodate what's going on with the arm. All right, then this arm, same side, is going to scoop around in a circle. And as you're doing that, you're gliding that lung over your heart. So your left lung is rolling around over your heart. How nice. And you're breathing. Hmm. All right, going into center. Now we'll take that tea tray that we had earlier. And you're going to, again, maybe focus on you're turning the lungs and the heart around your spine as you do this movement. The palms down as you come back and up as you offer your tray. You can shift your weight at any time on your legs just to accommodate so this feels good. Turn your head as you move. And then could you imagine you're twisting your heart and your lungs around your spine, twirling them around a pole. Lovely. One more. Enjoying that movement. Great, super. All right, we did it. We did all of the shoulder movements, arm movements on that side, or was it the heart and the lungs? Yes, let's do the other side. So you're stepping forward with your left foot, your right foot is back a little bit, and we can kind of glide gently back and forth so we feel really steady and able to adapt what's happening on the upper body to our legs. All right, range of motion too, maybe different story, but think that the movement is going to come here from your right lung. So as your arm goes up and back, could you move from your lung? The arm feels lighter when I do that. Try to turn your head as we do the movement to follow your hand. Enjoy your breathing. So your lung is breathing and moving your arm. Maybe one more. Great. Stepping up, so we're in a gentle straddle, not too wide. And again, bend into the legs, so you're not fixed in one spot. You can shift your weight depending on where your lung arm is going. All right, and then we're going to make like a circle. And again, perhaps you can sense that the movement is coming from all the way from your lung. It's deep inside your body. And we're feeling the lung inflate, or the lungs inflate. And deflate. One more. Correct. And then it's time to serve drinks. Yay! Tea time. Well, I don't know. Cocktail time, mocktail time. So you have your tray, and you're going to turn it around and then sweep the table. So as if you're wiping a table, calm down. So now you have the move, and I hope you have the breath. Could you stick with the sensation of the lung as you turn, turning a bit more, and then coming back? And you put yourself in your body, or maybe you're sensing your heart initiate the movement, helping you to turn, turn, turn. Let's go one more. And back we come. Yeah, all right, shaking on out, shake out the hands, the arms. Maybe you'll even dare to shake a leg a little bit. I don't know if you have that expression in American English. In British English, we'll say, come on, shake a leg, get moving. And then we're just going to notice our body for a moment. Notice your posture, your energy, your breath. So hands back to our lovely heart center. Just check in. Do you feel a beat? Wonderful. Now we're going to get the heart just lifting that little bit with a few breaths of freedom, and then a nice stretch back behind us. So soft into the knees a little bit. Here's your butterfly wings, or your expressive wings of your heart. So breath in, lift your heart and chest. Exhale, round in. Inhale, nice breath of freedom. Lift your heart to the sunshine. Exhale, rounding in. Two more like that. Let your heart be the thing that moves. Not the arms, not the spine, it's your heart. Let your heart lift, ready for sunshine. Lovely. And rounding in. Beautiful. Let's come on up. Interlace the hands behind you. Keep the teeny bend into your legs. Reach your arms back. And again, let your heart come up to the sunshine. If you could see a color on your heart reflected, what would it be? So I have a lovely vivid yellow, golden yellow. What's your color? See it, let it shine. All right, we're ready to fold in a little bit now. So bend into the legs, and taking your hands up toward the ceiling, fold in. Let your heart hang for a moment. Relax your eyes, your head. Nice blood flow to the brain. Take a good bend to the legs. We're coming all the way up. And again, one more time, just lifting the heart. And releasing the fingers. Okay, I think we've got time to do a nice little stretch for the backs of the legs. So that's something we need to do just to make sure that when we stay heart healthy, we also want this part of their body to be strong. And I think it's really interesting. I've heard the expression that your calf muscles are like the second heart of the body because they're pumping all the blood back toward the heart. So we need to work that and to stretch that as well. So we'll use the back of the chair, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. And we're going to lift up the heels and then lower the heels and come into chair. And of course, if you don't want to hold on, you don't have to hold on, or you could hold on with one hand. Then we lift it up and come into chair. And coming up, lift the heels. Heels down, chair. So we've got all the strong muscles of the legs working. Maybe the heart is working. But if it's too much for the heart to cool you down, do less, do nothing, stop, breathe, whatever feels good. So we'll just do a couple more if you can. Check your breath is flowing. Oh, okay, then we'll hold it up on the heels. Sorry, hold up the heels and reach up one arm. Let's come into a little bit of a side bend here. Can we do it? Stretching that side of your lung. Yeah. Bring that arm down. Still, if you can, lift the heels if you can. Side bend the other side. Back down we go. And we're going to do 5 little fast pulses. Heels lift, heels lift, heels lift, and again, and again. Great. So that's really getting stuff pumping. Now we're going to stretch it because we all sit too much, right? So now we want a nice stretch to the back of the legs and to the calves. So coming towards your downward dog at the chair and stretching it out. So let your heart dangle. Let your heart and your lungs dangle a little bit. See if you can find some width, some space across the base of your pelvis. And we should feel stretchy in the yoga pants. And then enjoy a couple of nice conscious breaths. Another couple of breaths, nice and deep. Walk it on up. And we're going to come back into our seat. Da-da-da. So if you have your strap around, that could be useful. So we're going to do like a seated. If you want to put your strap around your right foot, right? So start to draw your foot in towards you and lower a little bit. So as if you're coming into seated tree pose, and see if you can guide your thigh outwards. So you're really opening out into the hip joint here. And then decide, where do you want to put the foot? You could have it further down. You could rest it on the chair. Or for some of you, you may be putting it across your thigh. So wherever you are here, sit up tall. And if you can, even give a little bit of a circle. All right, finding a nice tall center. We'll take a twist toward the knee that is in front. So enjoy your twist. You could even also hold the back of the chair. And just returning to this nice sense of your heart and your lungs. Could you picture deep in your body the heart doing its magic, beating away? I don't know how many times a day. The lungs doing their breathing. I don't know how many times, I don't know, 20,000, something like that. And at the same time, they're getting a little twist, a little stretch. Right, let's come back into center. Lean a little forward if you dare. Or softening, softening. Super. And we'll come on up. Take that leg back down. And we're not going to neglect the other side. It's not going to happen. Put the strap around the foot. Hold the strap on the inside so that you can glide your foot a little bit at a time up the leg, like you're going to stroke your leg up a little bit. Make sure that nothing hurts your knee, but you could gently nudge your thigh, roll it outwards as you come up. So you're just guiding what naturally should happen in the body. And then see if you can find just the right spot. It could be that you're in seated tree pose and enjoying being a beautiful tree, or you're moving towards a seated figure four, a seated pigeon pose, whichever you want to call it. And then settle in. And just to help us with being able to fold at the hip joint, we'll circle out a little bit. Try not to bend into your back, but you're folding at the hip joint. Ooh. And we can do that in the other direction. Great. So once you've got your tall seat, take a twist toward your front knee. And are you able to really get your lungs in a little bit of a spiral here? Stretching and twisting around your heart. And every single breath is a hug to your heart. Do you think about that? I'm going to breathe deeply and hug my heart. I love my heart. And then you can let the hug go and it's, thank you, lungs. Great. Let's come on back in towards center and see if you can fold in just a little bit, just a little bit. Easy breaths. Let's come on up and take the foot back down to the floor. We can let go of the strap or the band. And just come back into our wonderful heart center. So hands on to the heart. Feeling the energy of the heart. And tapping into gratitude. So I have gratitude to Mark Twain Library for these lovely classes and you lovely folks that's coming along to explore movement together with me. And I have much gratitude towards you all. And I hope you have a little thank you for Mark Twain Library for letting us get together. So we can bring the hands into Anjali Mudra at the heart and send that soaring up toward the ceiling, looking up, reaching up for a last stretch of the day. And bringing the hands back to the heart. And I will share namaste. Thank you for coming along. It's a pleasure to see everyone. And I hope to see you back again in the fall, sometime in September. And I hope you have a wonderful summer doing all the fun things with friends and family and your own good selves, enjoying your own good bods.